saw that Annie had his backpack. She was quietly unzipping it. "Come on, let's chain the two of them," said Squinty. The guards started toward them. Annie whipped her flashlight out of the pack. "Ta-da!" she yelled. The guards froze. They stared at the shiny flashlight in her hand. Annie switched the light on. The guards gasped in fear. They jumped back against the wall. Squinty dropped the torch. It fell into a dirty puddle on the floor, sputtered, and went out. "My magic wand," Annie said, waving the flashlight. "Get down, or I'll wipe you out." Jack's mouth dropped open. Annie fiercely pointed her light at one, then the other. Each howled and covered his face. "Down, all of you, get down!" shouted Annie. One by one, the guards lay down on the wet floor. Jack couldn't believe it. "Come on," Annie said to him. "Let's go." Jack looked at the open doorway. He looked at the guards quaking on the ground. "Hurry," said Annie. In one quick leap, Jack followed her out of the terrible dungeon. Chapter 7. A Secret Passage.
6 아니야? 맞지?
Annie and Jack raced back up
Seven
the
맞아?
winding stairs and down the long hallway. They hadn't gone far when they heard shouting behind them. Dogs barked in the distance. "They're coming!" Annie cried. "In here," said Jack. He shoved open a door off the hallway and pulled Annie into a dark room. Jack pushed the door shut. Then Annie shined her flashlight around the room. There were rows of sacks and wooden barrels. "I'd better look in the book," said Jack. "Give it to me." Annie gave him the flashlight and his backpack. He pulled out the book and started tearing through it. "Shh," said Annie. "Someone's coming." Jack and Annie jumped behind the door as it creaked open. Jack held his breath. A light from a torch danced wildly over the sacks and barrels. The light disappeared. The door slammed shut. "Oh, man," whispered Jack. "We have to hurry. They might come back." His hands were trembling as he flipped through the pages of the castle book. "Here's a map of the castle," he said. "Look, this must be the room we're in. It's a storeroom." Jack studied the room in the book. "These are sacks of flour and barrels of wine." "Who cares? We have to go," said Annie, "before they come back." "No, look," said Jack. He pointed at the map. "Here's a trap door." He read aloud. "This door leads from the storeroom through a secret passage to a precipice over the moat." "What's a precipice?" said Annie.
I don't go
"I don't know.
back.
We'll find out," said Jack. "But first we have to find the door."
여기 뭐야?
Jack
아니야.
looked at the picture carefully.
일시정지 할까?
Around
네.
the
들고 가서 읽을래?
The floor of the room
잠깐만
was made
그러면.
of stones. The trap door in the picture was 5 stone.
나폴레옹이야?
어떻게?
I know. 하준이 맘 와인을
나 나폴레옹 아닌데.
책 열었어?
내 선생.
내 선생이 뭐야?
내 선생님.
그냥 앉아.
탈출도 탈출도.
뭐